Hesi gang, what's going on? What's popping? It's your girl Drizzy. Welcome back to Drizzy Radio, a place where we talk about celebrity gossip, celebrity news, trending topics. If you're new here, kindly don't leave with the subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say special shout out to you. Now let's get straight into some things. I was supposed to talk about this topic in the morning, honey, but I got a little bit caught up. But anyway, let's get straight into some things. So today's topic, we're going to talk a little bit about Miss HAMISA Mobeto. You all know that Miss HAMISA Mobeto is a Tanzanian influencer who have two children, okay? One of them, apparently, she had with Diamond Platnumz, well, according to her. But with Diamond Platnumz, he insisted that HAMISA Mobeto's son is not his, despite them doing a DNA in the past, okay? Diamond insisted that he wanted a second DNA, and the DNA should be done outside the country, which Miss HAMISA said, no, if my baby, okay, gonna participate in some sort of DNA, all the babies that you have with all your baby mamas, they need to do one too. But Diamond Platnumz is like, mbano. Is what I said is, if you want me to be part of that child's life, then we need that second DNA. And HAMISA Mobeto said no. At some point, she said yes, she had already agreed. You all know that Diamond Platnumz did press conferences discussing HAMISA Mobeto's son, saying how that's not his baby, etc. HAMISA Mobeto left the story alone. Of course, it contributed to HAMISA being bullied for so many years, and still is, okay? People calling HAMISA Mobeto's son all sorts of names based off of what Diamond Platnumz said. Well, Diamond Platnumz moved on with his life. HAMISA is moving on with her life. She doesn't even check for Diamond Platnumz. But it so happened, just like in the past, Diamond will always give bloggers and his foot soldiers a tool to troll someone. Just like I've been saying that Diamond is out here, instead of protecting Zuchu, he's been the one to give us tool to talk about when it comes to his wife. That is what he used to do when it comes to HAMISA Mobeto's son. So there's this gentleman, I don't know who it is, Minister of Health or whatever, that was talking about the DNA issues and how you can't bribe your way in there. And Diamond Platnumz, he decided to say something about it. According to what I'm getting from the fellow bloggers from TZ, he's saying the problem is the results. Meaning, yeah, the DNA is all good, but the problem is the results. You all know that the first result that happened with HAMISA Mobeto and Diamond said that DNA he doesn't agree with. The real reason why I'm hearing allegedly is because Harmonize had a baby, okay? And they did some sort of DNA with a lady. At the time, Harmonize was married. And Harmonize came out to say that that was his child, but Harmonize's wife, Sarah, said that no, that is not Harmonize's child, because you all know that people are starting to call Harmonize all sorts of names, like he can't get a girl pregnant, so many believe that that is not his child. He's just moving on with clout. So when Harmonize showed the results that show he's the father, the wife showed a result that showed that Harmonize was not the father. The wife that they were on divorce at that point. So when Diamond Platnumz group saw that, they started saying, how do we trust this DNA system? If one DNA test is saying that this is the father and the other one is saying that it's not the father, that's when allegedly I'm hearing Diamond say that HAMISA have a huge influence in TZ, that he doesn't believe in Tanzania DNA Institute. He wanted it done outside the country. And of course, at first, HAMISA Mobeto said, I ain't gonna do it. My baby ain't no lab rat. It's not happening. Diamond was like, okay, if you ain't gonna do it, honey, then that's it. At some point, they dragged each other at child protecting services and all that. I don't know how it went. Diamond was supposed to pay HAMISA a certain amount of money every month. I don't know if he still does. But the last time we heard about this situation that Diamond is trying to resurrect right now. Because now that he said something in regards to DNA, honey, every blogger is taking it and they're trying to coin in or cash in based off of what Diamond is doing. It's like giving bloggers something to talk about when it comes to HAMISA Mobeto's son. Now that he knows he has already used all his kids for Kiki, and he want to try and use HAMISA's also, because he knows that HAMISA Mobeto's story also sell. Now, that is where I think Diamond Platnumz and his group is. And it's such a shame, honey. It's such a shame. If you blame bloggers in the past that bloggers should stop talking about that kid, why are you bringing something for bloggers to talk about when it comes to that child, Mr. Diamond Platnumz? Anyway, that's just about it. I'll go back in the streets and come back with more tea, because honey, today is Furahide, and baby, I'm going to sleep on my glass.